ECTV will begin in 5, 4, 3.
Good day, LHS. I'm Levi.
And I'm Jackson, and this is the LHS show on ECTV for Wednesday, February 4th, 2026.
Today is the 98th day of the school year with 82 to follow.
Tomorrow will be day one, and we will run on an activity bell schedule. The following clubs and activities will meet tomorrow during activity period. ECPE in the small gym.
Art Club, grades 9 through 12 in the art room.
Freshman class officers in room 309.
Kids 2 Club in room 207.
All girls in 11th grade in the auditorium.
Junior High Student Council in room 113.
Drama Club in room 202.
Club Hope in room 121.
Lincoln Light in room 307.
Real Adventures Fishing Club, all current members and anyone interested in joining in the cafeteria. All right. Lunch for tomorrow will be penne and meat sauce with garlic breadstick. The bar this week is the Asian bar.
Notable birthdays for today include Rosa Parks, African-American civil rights activist, and Charles Lindbergh, American aviator, author, inventor, explorer, and social activist known for making the first solo transatlantic flight. And if it's your birthday today, we wish you a very happy birthday, everyone.
And now here's Izzy with the weather forecast for today.
Good day, LHS. Here's your Wolverine weather forecast for today, Wednesday, February 4th, 2026. Today we'll see partly cloudy skies with a high of 25. Tonight we'll bring cloudy skies and a few snow flurries with a low of 5. Tomorrow will be cloudy again with more snow flurries. The high will be 25. Now here's Kevin and Jackson with more of today's news.
Check out the flyers around the school for Club Hope's Adopt a Patient drive this month.
And now here's a quick message from Mr. Bramer about attendance.
Good day, Lincoln High School. I hope you're getting back into a good routine this week after a couple of crazy weeks. I have some important reminders and updates for you in regards to attendance and excuses for being absent and tardy to school. As I've shared with many of you individually, Lincoln High School was placed on a targeted improvement list by the state 2 years ago. One of the reasons for this was poor attendance rates. What that means is that when students don't come to school, the school is held responsible. My position as Dean of Students was created in part to enforce attendance policies and create programs to improve attendance rates. Starting last spring, I chose to increase awareness and enforcement of different parts of the attendance policy each semester rather than overwhelming you with all changes at once. This first semester of this year, we emphasized being tardy to school without an excuse and enforced the consequences that were listed in your student handbook. Many of you served after school and Saturday detentions for the first time in your school career because of this new enforcement. We have made some allowances this week and on other days when the weather has been bad, but please remember that you need to be in the building by 7:44. So you should plan to be here by 7:35 or 7:40 to give yourself a buffer for unplanned situations. The tardy counts do reset, and they reset at the beginning of the second semester, so all students that had unexcused tardies were reset to 0 last week. There will be a new enforcement in the tardy and attendance policies this second semester that will affect many of you, specifically students who are tardy to school with an excuse. As listed in your handbook, Your excuse for being late to school must have a valid reason. If you bring a note that just says, please excuse John for being late to school, or please excuse John for being late, he missed the bus, these are not valid excuses and would be considered unexcused. Also, per state attendance laws, you are only permitted to have 10 valid excuses per school year from a parent, which means since the tardies reset at the semester, you're only permitted to have 5 excused tardies in the second semester from a parent. You may have unlimited excuses from a medical provider. But what this means is that if you come late to school 9 times this semester, and each of those 9 days you have an excuse from your parents, and the excuses are valid, the first 5 are excused. The other 4 exceed the acceptable limit and are considered unexcused. Please be aware of that. This is state law that we have not been enforcing, that we have to enforce. I will provide notices this week to those of you who are likely to be affected by this based upon your attendance habits during the first semester. I know these changes are not easy, but they are necessary for us to comply with state law. If you or your parents have any questions, please contact me and I can provide more details. Thank you, and now back to the main desk.
Grove City College will be visiting Wednesday, February 18th at 9:30. Any students interested in meeting with the admissions counselors can sign up in the guidance office.
Now here's Jazz, Queen of ECTV, with the sports.
Good day, LHS. Here's your EC Sports Report for today, Wednesday, February 4th, 2026. Good luck to the boys varsity basketball team at their game Friday for senior night against Aliquippa at 7:30. Good luck to the girls varsity basketball team tomorrow for their senior night game against Quaker Valley at 6 p.m. Good luck to the boys middle school basketball team tomorrow at their away game against Union at 3:30. They will also have an away game this Saturday against Riverside at 10 a.m. There will be a ECPE club meeting in the small gym during activity period this Thursday. We will be discussing our next ECPE trip. Boys tennis sign-ups are going on right now. Any boys in grades 9 through 12 interested in playing tennis should sign up in the office. And that's all we have at the ECTV Sports Desk. Now here's Jackson and Levi for the rest of today's news.
Get ready for some Valentine's Day fun. The second annual Valentine's Day Guinea Pig Race for Love is happening Friday, February 15th during 9th period in the Big Gym. Classroom teachers will decide if their 9th period class may attend, and all students and staff are welcome. There will be an announcement at the beginning of 9th period letting teachers know when you can bring their classes to the gym. Who do you think will win, Ernie or Bert? Cast your vote by signing up for the Team Ernie or Team Bert on the sign up in the comments area. Show your support by purchasing Team Ernie or Team Bert pins for $1 during lunches on Thursday, February 12th. All proceeds will benefit the Lincoln Coffee Cart. We hope to see you there at the race this year.
I got Ernie, bro. You got Bert?
Yeah, I got Bert. Bert's my guy, dude.
You're wrong. On this day in
That's why
history,
you're my jester.
in 1789, the first U.S. Electoral College chooses George Washington as president and John Adams as vice president.
In today's point spawner, most people pull their phones out of their pockets to check the time. We are reverting to the era of pocket watches. That's crazy, bro.
And that's all for today's edition of the LHS show on the ECTV. Remember, you can rewatch today and any day's broadcast on the ECTV YouTube page on the district website. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and have a great day.